Hello, hello, hello. What's today? Wednesday. Happy Wednesday, everybody. I don't even know what day it is. Holy hell. I'm down real bad. Shout out to Traveling Fools for, I don't know what night it was. I think it was Saturday night. No. Anyway, I was on his show on Saturday night. It might have been Sunday night. Anyway, I wasn't there, but he got a lot of people to come over and subscribe to this. He's trying to get this, this Peete podcast channel up to 500 subscribers, which he succeeded in doing. As of last night, there was 505, I think, and as of this morning, there's 475. So I think YouTube took away some of them. But anyway, shout out to Traveling Fools for that. What's up, Jay, Scooby, Hoghead, Michael, Droid, Matt, Wet Blanket, Cheezel. Yes. We've only got 3 more days till football starts. Can you believe it? 3 more days. I will be streaming this weekend. I'll be streaming the Kansas State and Iowa State game that's in Ireland. I'm pretty sure that comes on at noon. Does that sound right? I think it comes on at 12 o'clock. Which, for those of you who don't know, is 5 o'clock in Ireland. 5 p.m. 5 hours ahead of us. Sven Kreuzberg says, tomorrow I fight at Dublin. I can't wait. Are you going to the game, dude? Huh. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't jealous. Well, first of all, I'm just jealous of the fact that you're going to Ireland. But if you're going to a college football game while you're there, that's even better. Howdy, Stingray. Octavian, respectfully, sir. Are you on drugs, sir? Respectfully. I saw that Uncle Lou made our "Are You on Drugs, Sir" shirt, and it's an amazing shirt. I might actually have to buy one of those. That might be the best shirt he's ever made, from my perspective. He might have ones that he likes better. I was last year to Georgia Tech for Florida and first. Oh, so you went to the game last year too? Okay, I think I remember you saying that. 2 hour and 20-minute flight for $100. Yeah, that's not bad. And you don't have to pay for a hotel. I bet you, because of all the people that are coming in for the game, the hotels are probably gouging people, prices. Of course, I've never been to Ireland, so I don't know, what the normal price of a hotel room there is. I'm assuming it's pretty similar to the States, but I don't know. A couple $100 maybe. The plan is for us to go to Ireland next summer. My son graduates from high school this year, or next summer, and we're gonna take him there for his graduation present. I've been to South America. I've been to Brazil, Rio, but I've been to Mexico. And I've been several places throughout the Caribbean and stuff, but I've never been to Europe. $12 for a Guinness? What? I don't know how many of you guys tuned into the ACC show last night, but we did Georgia Tech and Clemson preview, season preview. The panel came up with 10-2 for Clemson and 9-3 for Georgia Tech. We'll see what happens. I mean, obviously, it's nothing but a guess. I had Clemson at 11-1, but I got outvoted. They had Clemson losing, I think, to Louisville, which is a Friday night road game for Clemson, which is no bueno, if you ask me. I hate those games. And I think the second loss was to South Carolina. So I was surprised. Everybody on the panel had Clemson beating LSU, which they are favored in the game, but it's only like a. Well, it started out at 3 points. Clemson was favored by it. I guess a lot of money went on Clemson because the line is moved. The line is moved to like 4.5, something like that. All right, let's get this thing started here. I'm kind of digging the music this morning. It's not terrible. You never know. Whenever I turn on this music, this YouTube channel that streams music 24 hours a day, sometimes it's hit or miss. Sometimes it sounds like you're supposed to be like taking Molly in a club. Other times, it's somewhat listenable. Yeah. But we'll turn it off. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning to you. You speaking of tickets and ticket prices and all that. A friend posted on Facebook that he had 2 tickets to the Georgia-Alabama game, and all he wanted was $750 each for each
Yeah, it's
ticket.
crazy. I saw a guy. There's a guy who has season tickets to Clemson games that I follow on Twitter, and he posted on there he's not going to be able to make it to the LSU game. I think he lives in Florida or something. But anyway, guess how much he was selling them for? $500 a piece, and they're not. It's not like they're on the field or anything. I mean, they're regular tickets.
These aren't special tickets either. And I said, well, I wrote him back and I said, can I get an 86 Honda Accord with those tickets too? I mean,
yeah, no shit.
Get some value out of this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. But I'm very tickled that, we're less than days away from football. My high school football starting. So my grandson will be playing junior varsity tomorrow at Greenwave Stadium.
He goes to Somerville?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he's really darn good. So, and I think they're playing Stratford tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. So I'll be attending that tomorrow evening. But yeah, I'm totally stoked about football coming back, especially Georgia football and all that. I saw Big Dog Brett do a video. He did a win-loss video of Georgia, and did a great job at that. I'm not saying but he has in his background, and I don't know if it's blue screen or something, but he has this Georgia helmet spinning, and it's blue. And I'm going, BDB, what the hell? I said, you got a Georgia blue helmet in the background? In fact, 2 of them. I said, that's just pure blasphemous.
Are they really blue, or is it some sort of blue light that's on that makes them look blue?
Blue lighting, but I just thought I'd give him a little bit of shit. And I also told him, I said, and men did land on the moon, too.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, he's got us going 11-1, which is fine with me. That sounds good to me. He was taking all bettors that thought that Georgia might go 6-6. I thought, well, hell, I'll
6-6.
Too. I mean, Georgia's not going to go 6-6 by any means. But
Oh, I got some good news. Well, I don't know. It's actually probably bad news.
Uh-oh.
You remember how the Gypsy site got shut down?
Yeah.
Well, they made a new one.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So I got a text from him last night, and he's like, "Here's your new, your new credentials to log in." So I was like, "Well,
So
great."
The Gypsy has returned. That's
He has
good.
returned. So I guess it really did. I don't know why it got shut down, but because it wasn't based in the United States.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's essentially the same. It's a little bit different than the other site, but it's essentially the same thing. So.
I mean, they were cracking down on all these sites, poker sites, everything else about a year or so ago. And I was like, okay, well, I mean, that was Trump, too, that was doing that. So I don't know, if they're still doing that as well. So,
Well, I think it's ridiculous that in 2025 that South Carolina hasn't. At least I kind of understand they don't want casinos everywhere, like because that's what would happen. Myrtle Beach would turn into like a Las Vegas on the beach if they allowed that. They would build.
It might be a good thing, though, wouldn't it, Pete? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of get people not wanting casinos built in their town, you
Right.
know. But as far as just sports betting, I think that should be legal. I think it's silly to tell a grown adult that what they can and can't do with their money.
Right.
I mean, so, but and obviously it would generate a lot of tax revenue and stuff like that too.
Yeah, I mean, the way Myrtle Beach is built now, I mean, it would be a lot of construction and destruction of Myrtle Beach if they did build casinos and all that. But Myrtle Beach sounds like the perfect place to build. It would be Atlantic City South.
Yeah, it definitely would. Yeah, it would bring a lot of money into that city, but I'm sure the people who live there probably wouldn't like it too much. It's kind of like, well, I don't know, it wouldn't do the same thing like what happened at Cherokee. Cherokee used to be a tourist town, kind of. And then as soon as they built the Harrah's Cherokee Casino there, like the town went to shit. Like literally.
The town, honestly, the town was shit before the.
I know, but
I've been there. Yeah,
Okay.
Before that, and they've cleaned it up since then. They've taken all the trashy cars away and all that out of Cherokee. Some of them anyway. But it used to be like a dumpster fire.
Right.
There, it was pretty nasty. Yeah.
well,
So they cleaned it up somewhat. I mean, it's still, it's still kind of it's a reservation. It's an Indian reservation. And sadly, that's what they look like these days.
yeah, that's true. I mean, when you go in there though, they got the pictures of the chief and the whatever. I don't know. I don't know what the hierarchy of Indians is. But there's a handful of people that are making a hell of a lot of money off of that place.
Well, I will tell you now, dealing with when I lived in Albuquerque and when I was selling radio and dealing with the reservations and the casinos there, some of the chiefs had somewhere in the range of a third grade education. They didn't know shit of what they were doing. So finally they figured out, okay, well, we might need to bring in a white guy in here to run the casino for us and do the right thing for us. I'm still going to be the big chief. I'm still going to oversee everything. But so sometimes it was really difficult to deal with the reservation casinos because you just didn't know who you were dealing with.
Mm-hmm. Alex, Alex, I don't even know I don't know what you're saying. He's asking me how do I think Georgia can be worse this year.
Who's asking? Who's saying that?
Alex in the chat. I don't know what he's talking about. Is he saying because I picked their record to be? I think. I don't even remember picking Georgia's record unless I said something about it on the Lunch Money show. Maybe 10-2 or something.
Look, we lost to Bama, we lost to Ole Miss, and I really don't think it's going to happen this year. I really don't think we're going to drop to Bama because we're playing at home. I don't think we're going to drop to Ole Miss because we're playing at home. Big Dog Brett, of all places, he mentioned Auburn being the one that we might could lose. Now, it is a hostile territory to go into Jordan-Hare and play in Auburn, but I think we've always had Auburn's number.
Oh, he said I said it last night on the ACC show. What was Georgia's record last year?
10-2.
Okay. So I got them around that 9-3, 10-2, something like that. I don't know. I mean, look, the season hasn't even started yet. I don't know what the quarterback. I mean, we haven't seen enough of Gunnar Stockton to have a real good answer about what he's going to look like. I mean, I do know that Georgia did a good job of going out and getting some receivers for him. But he's got to get him the ball, though. you know.
Right. Here's Cody Hawkins. Georgia can never beat Alabama. Well, sir, that's wrong because we beat them. We beat them in the national championship, too. So that's wrong. We can beat Alabama.
So, I don't know. I mean, I think Georgia probably still makes the SEC championship game, though. So
I think we go to I think we got a chance to go to the Natty again this year.
Well, yeah. First of all, just getting to the SEC championship game is going to get you in the playoffs, whether you win or lose the championship game. So you're still going to get in. It just really comes down to who. The bracket really matters a lot. Like, who are you matched up against? Round one of the playoffs if you get in there as a non-champion.
And Alabama, remember this, Alabama fans. This is not Nick Saban's Alabama, okay? This is Kalen DeBoer's Alabama. Kalen DeBoer, who lost to Vanderbilt last year.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Sven. It's not morning where you are, though, but good morning anyway.
Hugh Freeze and Jackson Arnold gonna beat UGA.
Hugh Freeze. So you say Auburn is going to beat Georgia?
No. I mean, I ask, how the heck are Hugh Freeze and Jackson Arnold, one of the worst quarterbacks in the SEC and one of the worst head coaches in the SEC, are beating Kirby Smart?
Well,
I don't see it happening.
Jordan Hare. I tell you what will happen. UGA scores 50 in the first half and take all their starters out. That will take place.
Who's saying that? That's what I'm asking. Who's the one who are you responding to? Who's saying that Auburn's going to beat Georgia?
Well, I said Big Dog Brett said that was the loss that Georgia was going to take this year.
Oh, okay.
Being Auburn.
All right.
UGA goes 11-1, and they will lose to Alabama.
I'd be more worried about Texas.
Texas, no.
If I'm saying I'd be more worried about Texas than Auburn.
They beat Texas 2 times.
Yeah, look.
They have a new quarterback, but
the 4 challenges really that we're going to deal with this year is going to be, of course, Alabama. Okay, it's going to be it's going to be Ole Miss. It's going to be Texas, and it could be Florida and or Auburn that could give us some shit, and because both of those are improved teams by all means, but we're playing Auburn and Jordan Hare, and Jordan Hare is a tough place to play. But I don't think Auburn has gotten that improved, and I really don't think Florida's gotten that improved either. So if we were to lose any games, it's going to be damn tough that Alabama comes to Georgia and plays at Sanford Stadium. You know what our win-loss record is at Sanford Stadium? It's pretty damn high of winning. I mean, we haven't lost a game in a long, long damn time at Sanford Stadium.
Yeah,
so that is come and play in our home. We can play at our hometown and our team.
I can agree.
In our stadium.
Here's Alex. What's up, Alex?
Dude, I just had a couple of minutes. Hey, man. I just had a couple of minutes. I just want to come on. I just listened to your show. Just got done with it. And I think you were in the middle of just with Rec Talk and then talking about Georgia Tech's record, and that might have been what happened. Like, you were just in the hype of it. But I do think that with Haynes King as their quarterback, it has exceptionally made them a better team offensively. And as long as they have him, he's not some kind of amazing passer, but he can move the ball, and he's very, scrubby, just kind of like I've seen enough of, I guess, Gunnar Stockton to see that he's at least a manageable quarterback. He may not be an all-star NFL thrower, but I think he's going to be able to move the ball. And I think with a better wide receiver core, which it should be, a better defensive line, the O-line is still going to be a question mark. I just think that it should be a better secondary. I think with enough around him enhanced than last year, I can't see us being worse than last year. It's possible, but it's kind of like you said last night on paper, Clemson should be a lot better this year than last year. On paper, UGA should be better. A question mark. I feel like in the few games that he's played, I think he's shown a good enough skill to at least get the job done. Maybe at least like Stetson Bennett could.
Yeah, I don't.
Look at Stetson Bennett. I mean, we all doubted all Georgia. I think a lot of Georgia fans, maybe not all, but a lot of Georgia fans doubted Stetson Bennett and his talent. And Stetson Bennett proved it over and over and over again. And now I know it's preseason football, okay, but if you watched any of the preseason football, Stetson Bennett playing for the Rams. It's like the old Georgia Bulldog quarterback out there slinging it. That's what he's doing, and that's what he was good at. He could scramble and sling the ball and get it there pretty damn accurately. So,
and I have to say about Carson Beck. I mean, a lot of people, Lou included, say that Carson Beck was probably the best player on the offensive side of the ball last year. I have to say that I've seen enough out of Carson Beck that. Could he throw 20, 30 yards with accuracy, 10, 25 maybe? But it seemed like the longer the pass that Carson Beck had to make, the overthrows would happen. The accuracy wasn't there. In fact, I've seen maybe better long ball from Gunnar Stockton from the passes he had. I mean, I don't know. That's just my thought on it.
Well, Carson had a problem. He had an issue, and it wasn't him per se in a lot of things. He was inaccurate at times, but the damn receivers are dropping the ball.
And there's another reason why we should be a little bit better this year because, I mean, he did get some really good players. We're getting a couple back that weren't available last year.
Yeah.
But, Carson Carson Beck admitted when he got down to Miami that he tried to do too much last year, and that led to a lot of turnovers.
Yeah. And he had nothing but kind words to say about the Georgia Bulldog program too, which was that made me feel a hell of a lot better. I saw him in an interview, although he still had on his gold chain, but
yeah,
that's fine. I do think Carson was the best thrower we've had in a long time, maybe since JT Daniels, and obviously he was much more athletic than JT. But I've seen enough out of Gunnar, his toughness. I think he's thrown the ball a good bit. I mean, he's not no Cade Klubnik. I'm not going to even get close to saying that. But I do think with time he can develop like Cade Klubnik did.
What year is he? How many more years does he have left?
I think 2. I think he's a sophomore. This
year and next year. Okay. So you
and I mean, as much as injury could happen, I think the injury would be the only thing that could really hold him back. And that hit he took from Texas's, I forget what position group, but he hit that hit Gunnar right on and basically folded him like a lawn chair. I mean, he got right back up, and I would have been knocked out myself if I'd have got hit like that. But it kind of looked like targeting to me too, but that didn't get called. Whatever.
Well, see,
he's tough. He's tough.
Carson was injury prone a little bit too, and he could be that could be the same issue that comes up with him in Miami. Who knows? I don't know.
Well, he sure as heck couldn't run 30 yards if he had to. I mean, Carson, you could be sure if there was an open lane for him, he could get a first down. But Gunnar, I think the running game is going to also be enhanced a lot because of Gunnar's athleticism too. They're going to run him, not that much, but I think he's proven he's a decent thrower. But just the running game that he can provide to it, I think is going to make the running game better. And then much less, I think the running back position should be better than last year too, just because we had Nate Frazier. I think he's going to be one more year in the program.
Is the point. Carson Beck had outside of Frazier no run game. And, for
and they didn't use Frazier that much.
Standards, a terrible O-line.
Pete, I did not mean this to be a Georgia Bulldog.
Oh, I don't care.
Discussion.
I tell you
I'm sorry about that.
I just got done watching the show. That's the only reason I brought that up. I literally just tuned out, and then the Midday show was already on.
4 bad games with 12 interceptions. Texas, Mississippi State, what was it? Florida, and one other. I
But hey, I did see Carson Beck bring us back to an almost victory against Alabama's national championship game when they played us at their stadium again. And then we beat Texas twice. So I mean, you know, he's a good player. I'm not saying he's not. He's going to be a draft. I mean, he's going to go in the first round.
He's a third round NFL quarterback.
Fourth round.
Second.
I think he said third round, but
third round.
I don't know. I think he'll go higher than that. It really depends on. I guess
more now. I think, isn't he? Like then he would be getting.
Yeah, I think
like $3-4 million a year.
It's gonna depend on what he does this year at Miami. If he has a great year in Miami, he'll move way up the draft board. You guys know how the NFL works. They a lot of times they reach for quarterbacks. They'll draft way higher than they should to get a quarterback, because especially if there's not that many available.
Yeah.
So
the Florida man got.
I think Miami's wide receivers are going to be much better. Miami's wide receivers are going to be much better. So I think ultimately he will have a better year than he had last year. We had just nothing left.
Yeah, Miami's got some good receivers. They also have one of the better offensive lines in the ACC. Miami does, so they should be able to protect him a little bit better than maybe Georgia did last year. But
I would say one more thing before I get off real quick. I would say that if the offensive line can even be somewhat good, even better than last year, with all the other enhancement position groups that on paper, we should be easily at least getting to the SEC game and whatnot. But anyway, appreciate it. I got to go.
All right, see you later, Alex.
All right.
I do remember what he's talking about, though, because we were going over the Georgia Tech schedule, and of course the Georgia game was at the end, and I think I picked Georgia Tech to win that game because I was trying to find. I had a certain record in mind, and I needed Georgia Tech to win that game to get my record, to get the record where I wanted it to. And so I said, I actually do believe what I said about Georgia Tech. I don't really know much. Here's the problem. I don't know as much about Georgia as Georgia fans do. The same way that they don't know just as much about Clemson's roster and stuff like the ins and outs as I do, because I don't pay attention to it as much. But my point was, I do think that Georgia Tech is going to be a good team this year, and I think they're going to be better than they were last year. And so my point was, like, well, they went to 7 or 8 overtimes or whatever it was with last year, and I think they're going to be a little bit better this year than they were last year. So I'll give them a close victory there. But who knows? I mean, the thing about doing season predictions before the season starts, anybody who does it is guessing, because we haven't seen one single down from these teams, and a lot of these teams
kind of sort of, it's all bullshit.
Yeah, it really is. It's really just it gives us something to talk about. That's really all it is.
It does give you something to talk about, and it does. You always, if you're pulling for your team, you're always looking for where did they improve, what did they do bad, what did they do in the off season, where are we going to be good at, where are we going to be bad at.
Yeah.
So you break it all down and looking at your particular team and figure out, well, we could be this, we could be 10-2 or 11-1, we could be 12-0. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, until you get down to the brass tacks and they start playing football.
Yeah, I mean, what was it? 2 years ago? 2 years ago, Clemson was, I think, a preseason ranked top 10 team, and after 8 weeks, they were 4-4. Like so
And Clemson's ranked 4th this year.
Yeah.
Now. I mean, they're right in playoff area already.
Well, there's a lot of there's a lot of people that are picking them to win the whole thing. I mean, they are loaded. I mean, if you just look at the NFL talent, like that's what I think it was Josh Peete said. He's like, if you look, I forget the formula they use, but it has something to do with the amount of talent that's going into the NFL draft after this season, and it's ridiculously high for Clemson. It just so happens they have a very veteran team this year of very good players, but they're going to lose a lot after this year.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like Georgia Tech last year against Florida State. Florida State at the end had a more talented player, but Georgia Tech was tough as nails and beat them down on the lines. And that is where Clemson has to step up. If they want to beat Georgia Tech on the road, they have to dominate the lines. If they don't, they will lose this game. I can guarantee you this. These lines they come for you at Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
Well, Haynes King is a damn good quarterback. There's no doubt about that. Okay,
really
that guy's a premium quarterback, and he'll go places. When he does leave Georgia Tech, I'm sure he'll be drafted high in the NFL because he's a tough guy too. I mean, he's just a big loop.
He is.
Guy.
He's a handful. He's hard to deal with.
Yeah,
he can beat you a lot of different ways. And really, Georgia Tech, it kind of punches above their weight. So I guess you can say this is a coaching thing. I don't know. I guess I got to give credit to Brent Key or something because they're not. It's not just him that's tough. They're tough. Like they're tough players.
They are tough as nails.
Yeah. Nobody really. I mean, it's easy to make fun of Georgia Tech because they're Georgia Tech and everything, but I guarantee you nobody really looks forward to playing them on any given week.
Well, here's the only thing I will say about the game against Georgia and Georgia Tech is it's not going to be played at Grant Field. It's going to be played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium.
Right.
And Georgia has a pretty good, record at Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah,
so.
That's unfortunate. I wish it was not a neutral game, but I guess whatever. It's in Atlanta, but it's not really. Well, there's not really a home field advantage for
they wanted to sell
Georgia
more
Tech.
tickets.
Yeah,
Tech is the one that wanted this, so which makes sense.
Well, they just did it for the money.
Fields can only hold so many
got
people.
10 million from
10 million. That's all it was about. They just needed the money.
Yeah. So they can get $750 a ticket. Give me a damn Chevy Chevelle if I'm paying $750 a damn ticket. I mean, come on.
That's insane.
There's no way in hell I would pay that. I love football and I love college football, but $750 a damn ticket? Are the Eagles going to play too?
It shows you how much crazier it's gotten just in the past 10 years. Because when I still remember the Clemson and Notre Dame game in 2015. That was a top 10 matchup. Both those teams had national championship aspirations. Obviously, Clemson ended up playing in the national championship game that year, but lost. But anyway, I mean, we got lower bowl, lower level tickets, like not all the way down the field, but like midway up the first level, and they were like $180 a piece or something. And I thought it was ridiculous then. I was like, $180, like that's too much. Now if we had the same game with the same situation, those tickets would be close to $1,000. It's insane.
It is.
And they're pricing out.
Iowa State, Kansas State, 420 euros. That's around $460.
That's crazy.
I mean, I want an all-you-can-eat buffet from Golden Corral if I'm going to spend that much.
How many?
Give me something else.
How many seats are in that stadium, Sven? Do you know?
55,000.
Okay, it's a soccer field, right, or a football?
It's a soccer stadium.
Yeah, soccer stadium.
It's a national stadium from the Irish soccer national team. Mm-hmm. But I tell you what. I called my buddies up last year and they said, okay, you can sleep here. It's all for free, but the beer prices will get raised by 300%. Normal, a pin is a glass of Guinness is around $5. So, and when on Thursday, before the game, they raised the prices for Guinness from $5 to $12.
So you mean 12 at the stadium?
No.
Oh.
Normal. The area around.
So you just mean like all the pubs are selling it?
Yeah, all the pubs is $12 a beer.
That's crazy. I understand that's how it is at stadiums, but not usually at the pubs or the bars.
I drink 2 beers. I'm not a big beer drinker. I drink two beers, and okay. $25 for 2 beers, I will survive it.
Yeah.
And it's the only chance for me this year to see college football.
Are there strippers in there?
I don't fly to Starkville to see get housed by Georgia by 150 or against Texas by 250. I don't do that.
Yeah.
So next year I fly. So next year we have a game in Düsseldorf in Germany, Michigan against Michigan State. What is a crime? Rivalry games should be played at campus.
Yes, absolutely.
This
I
is
wonder
an
how many.
absolute crime is this.
I wonder how many people in Ireland and Dublin, in particular, pay attention to college football. Obviously, if there's Americans.
A lot.
They were tied for the.
They
Georgia
love
Tech game.
Rudy. They love Rudy.
They love. Of course they love Notre Dame. Yeah.
Love Rudy.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they do.
Yeah.
They do love the Fighting Irish. I can understand.
Nice people, a nice town, and
Yeah, I got to go.
I'm still blown away by prices of tickets. I got into a conversation about this with a friend about like concert tickets, and I remember years ago, I went to the Eagles Hotel California show. Okay, 1977, Savannah, Georgia, and afterwards we had dinner with the record promotion people. Irving Azoff was there, the manager of the Eagles. And I didn't ask, but someone asked Irving at that time, and again, 1977, how much did the Eagles make on that show? $50,000. Now, $50,000 in 1977 terms, can you imagine? And so now they make, I guess they're guaranteed $1 million or probably more. But I got to tell you something. And I love the Eagles like anybody else. Okay, they're a good band, but they're greedy bastards now. That's what I look at it like. They haven't made enough damn money yet that they got to keep going out there and asking for $1,000 a ticket. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Look at the Rolling Stones.
Well, the Rolling Stones too, but you know what? Rolling Stones at 82, 83, you're right. They should retire as well. I mean, they should. But people, the thing is, if there's a demand for that band, then. And you're going to draw a crowd, and people are going to pay that price for those tickets. Then, of course, they're going to go out and tour.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
But as long as there is a command, there will be shows and expensive tickets.
Now I'm going to show my softer side here. The only person that I would pay an exorbitant amount to go see in concert, and she's retired, and I've just been praying to God she would unretire, is Sade. I would love to see Sade in concert because she is a badass. She is so fucking smoking hot, and I just love her music too. At the same time.
How old is she now?
She's got to be in her 50s, I guess. I'm guessing. She married some Israeli ambassador or something like that.
So she doesn't need the money anymore. She's just chilling.
No, she doesn't need the money. I mean, she's 66 years old.
Huh.
Yeah, but I've always loved her music and always liked her. And so if I was going to pay for a concert, that might be the one I would pay for.
Speaking of these price gouging.
There just aren't that many people out there. Maybe, the old guys like Bon Skaggs, maybe I might pay to see him, but they're just not. There's not any of the younger artists. And I know country artists just go, they make a shitload of money, and they're packed with whoever they are.
My wife has taken our son, I think it's in a couple weeks. Anyway, she's taken our son to see Blink 182. And
really?
Yeah,
okay.
I guess they're going to be, I don't think they're here. I think it might be in Columbia or Greenville. I don't know. It's not in Charleston. But anyway, the tickets were fair. I mean, Blink 182 is a big band, right? I mean, they've been around a long time, but they're,
They were a big band in the 90s, absolutely.
Yeah, and so I was like, damn, how much is that going to cost us? And she's like, actually, the tickets are only like $50 a piece or something. I was like, okay.
Well, that's not bad.
No, that's not bad.
No. And I still like that a lot of the casinos will bring back and make residency of some certain bands that, are either classic rock bands or classic bands. That's fine with me. Matt Dillman said I'd pay for Metallica. You know what? I might pay to see Metallica too, because Metallica would be an awesome band to see in concert, I think. And Metallica, of all bands, I think they've had the biggest audience ever when they went to Russia and played in Russia.
1.5 million.
Yes.
1.5 million people?
It's no joke. I saw the video, and
that's crazy.
this is like
they had Russian helicopters flying over. I mean, it was
Wow.
it was a huge damn concert event.
It was in 1990 at a Sheremetyevo airport in Moscow. They have two international airports, the one in the north and the one in the south. And it was on the south airport, and you saw in the fall, 3 kilometers away, you saw the airport buildings, and it was all filled up with people for miles and miles. You couldn't believe it.
Yeah, they just did a
pretty amazing show.
They just did a concert recently at Virginia Tech Stadium, because you know how Virginia Tech plays Enter the Sandman is their intro. Right. So that Metallica went there and did a concert. It looked awesome. I would show a video of it, but the problem is Metallica is one of these bands. If you play Metallica music on YouTube, they'll shut your YouTube channel down.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They've been anti any kind of music licensing like that.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
like Garth. Same thing with Garth Brooks. Like you can't find their music. It's on YouTube. It's if you find it, it's a cover. It's not real. And I think the people that even do the covers and put them on YouTube get in trouble. So
Eagles finally released their music on YouTube, but they weren't going to do that either. I mean, they finally did that. And again, greedy bastards. I mean, how much money can you make?
I know. It's like, especially like Garth Brooks, man. Come on, bro. You got more money than God. Like, a couple of views on YouTube isn't going to hurt your bank account, buddy. You know.
No. And see, Garth, what he does is he goes away for several years, then comes back with an album and tours and makes a buttload of money. And I mean, he is still fairly a relevant guy in country music. I mean, he's like right up there, right up there with George Strait and everybody else.
Yeah. He's got a reputation as somebody that I think personally a lot of people don't like. Same thing with the lead singer of Metallica. He's supposedly an asshole too.
Yeah, James Excess.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that about Garth, and but I saw Garth in concert one time before ZZ Top played, and then Garth came out, and was apologetic, saying our drummer, his wife just had a baby, so we don't have a drummer, so we're going to try to get through this. So he started out with singing Vincent by the American Pie guy, Don McLean. He started singing Starry Starry Night. Then he went into Beth by Kiss. Then he went into Bob Seger, Night Moves. And I'm like, what in the hell, man? And all of it was fantastic. Then this band finally came out. One of them was playing the tom-toms, playing bongos.
Yeah.
They made it through the show, and it was fantastic. It was a great show.
I will say this I did see Garth Brooks live at the Coliseum in like 2015 or something. And I'm not even a country music fan. And of course, Garth Brooks is like an icon, legend. Mm-hmm. So a bunch of my wife was going, a bunch of our friends were going. So I was like, I'll go. Why not? I don't care if it's country music or not. He put on a friggin' amazing show. I mean, yeah. I don't know how much money they spent to produce those shows, but it's a lot.
This one wasn't like had no high gloss or anything like that. He just came out and played, and then his band showed up and played.
Oh, this one had the whole thing with the fucking spinning drum set upside down and the whole deal. And
okay.
And Garth Brooks, I mean, I don't know how that man. He must work out a lot or something, because for 3 or 4 hours or however long it was. Of course, they had an intermission like halfway through, but he did not stop moving for 4 hours. He even climbed up on that goddamn. There was a drum set that was inside of a spherical cage, and it was spinning all around, upside down, sideways, the whole deal. Garth Brooks, he climbs up on top of that son of a bitch on the outside of it while it's spinning upside down, and he's singing. It's like this is a 50-something-year-old man at the time,
he's a damn trapeze artist too. He's a circus damn guy.
Yeah, watch Rammstein shows. This is crazy. This is nuts.
I've never seen
nuts. And these people are 60 years old, and look it up on YouTube, Rammstein.
Oh, Rammstein. Yeah, I've seen Rammstein. Yeah. Du hast.
Yeah.
They're
are
still
from
out there
Berlin. I
touring.
saw them. First time I saw Rammstein live was in 1996. So, and the next concert I saw them was 2 years ago when my daughter took me to the Mercedes-Benz Arena in Berlin. And the show was spectacular.
Damn, there's a Mercedes-Benz arena in Berlin, too. I guess that makes sense. It's a German company.
Yeah.
And it's half the size of the New Orleans Dome. Half the size. They can seat maybe 35. And New Orleans has 80,000.
Something like that, 70-something thousand, yeah.
I'm going to jump right up and show my age, so I'm going to tell you the best show I've ever seen as far as a band goes or a group, and that was Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull.
Ian Anderson and Jethro Tull.
Ian Anderson and the flute.
Oh man, that was a fantastic show, and he was doing all the acrobatics and all that, and they came out and there was like a little pop explosion, and then there's a bass player, and then there's a lead guitar player, and there's Ian Anderson right in the center, which surprised the hell out of me, but it was the most entertaining show I've ever been to.
Beth Garth's song is much too young to feel this damn old. Yeah, that is a good song.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was lucky.
I can relate too.
Was a big rock and roll fan, and he took me to a lot of great bands in the 70s. I saw Led Zeppelin live. I saw AC/DC with Bon Scott. Jethro Tull.
You saw Led Zeppelin live, and you saw AC/DC with Bon Scott. Damn, man, that's good.
1978 and 1979.
Wow.
Sven, how old are you?
In Prague, in front of 120,000 people.
Well, how old are you?
I was born July 25th in 1967.
Now you're making me do math. How old are you?
58.
He's in his late 50s.
Okay.
Right?
I'm 1 year younger as Saline driver. 1 year younger.
Okay, gotcha.
Good.
Yeah.
So, I'm an old guy.
No, you're not.
Nah.
No, you're not.
I call Harry Leck.
I'm the old fart here. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. I'm the
Harry
king of
Leck.
old farts. All right, right here.
I'm telling you, what they say is true, though. It's not. There's something that switches when you get in your 40s. That because I can remember even when I was like 37, 38. Like I felt great. I didn't have like. As soon as I hit 40, it was like I hit a wall. Like everything just stopped working the way it's supposed to. Now, luckily, my dick still works. Thank God. But.
Good to know, Pete. Good to get that out there on YouTube, Diane, too. Let everybody know. Hey, Pete's dick works well.
Thank God.
The best time in life is from 40 to 49, because you have the mindset of a real adult, and you still have the power in your body. Mm-hmm. As a 20-year-old or a 30-year-old, you don't know what you're doing.
No,
normally.
You don't.
90%.
Well, at 70,
25, 27 years old. So
at 70, I feel
you have the knowledge.
I feel at 70 that I'm very blessed and thankful and grateful that I am mobile and I can get around, and I'm not, some obese guy or falling apart, anything like that. I'm good. I'm good to go. Now I've had some repairs, just like going to the auto shop and getting your car repaired, but I got things repaired, so I'm good.
I told this story. I don't know if it was funny or not, but it was funny as shit to me when it happened to me yesterday. I went into the liquor store. It was like 5:00 in the evening, and this guy in front of me, he's probably he's probably 70s, mid 70s, and he had a mask on, like a COVID mask and whatnot. And he bought like a handful of mini bottles, right? And they put them in the liquor store bag. Everyone knows what the liquor store bag looks like in here, because it's pretty obvious. Like you see that bag, you're like, oh, that's the liquor store bag. Anyway, so he's at the counter, he pays. He takes the mini bottles out of the liquor store bag and puts them in his like a little satchel, like a man purse type thing. And he puts them in there, and I kind of thought it was weird, why he did it in the store like that. But I didn't really think much of it. And then anyway, I paid, and we're walking out at the same time. And so I like hold the door open for him, and he's like mumbling under his breath, like, yeah, she doesn't know that I drink or something. He was talking to me. And I was like, well, that's a key to a happy marriage. You got to have some secrets. He goes, yeah, yesterday, I was in Publix with her, and I saw that the Miller Lite was buy one, get one. So it was half off, and I was going to get some. And she's like, you can't drink alcohol. It's bad for you. So he's sneaking off to the liquor store to buy liquor. I go, man, you're down bad. He goes, man, I've been down bad for 30 years.
So what does he do? He goes around he gets the mini bottle, so he can just kind of take a.
I guess he's like sneaks it at home. Like he'll go into the bathroom and drink a mini. I don't know what he's doing, but
wow, man, that's tough.
I was like, geez, man, it's not. It's not too late to get divorced, buddy.
It's not really. I mean, if the wife has that much control on you.
Yeah.
Unless she's thinking, hey, well, you need to stop that because the doctors have told you to stop doing that. She might be protecting him, but who knows?
I just also thought it was funny that he was just so willing and open to share this information with a complete stranger, me.
It was on his mind.
Yeah.
It was heavy. It was a heavy burden on his mind.
Yeah, he just had.
What the hell am I doing here? I'm buying these damn mini bottles. I got to hide them in my satchel, because my damn crazy wife won't let me drink at home.
Yeah.
He had to vent to somebody, Pete.
Yeah, he's funny. I just started laughing when he said that. Wow.
Yeah, it's funny when you walk out. Complete strangers will talk to you about the silliest shit in the world.
Mm-hmm.
I had a clerk yesterday at the food line. I bought something sweet. I bought like an Oreo type, cream pie or something like that. And she was going, I love the Oreos. She said, but have you tried the Hershey's? I said, they didn't have Hershey's back there. She said, oh, the Hershey's is fantastic. I love anything Hershey's related. And she went on and on and on about Hershey's and how much she loved Hershey's. Yeah. And I went, I like Hershey's.
Yeah, some people, man, they just.
Yeah, I'll have to look at that next time I'm here. That type of thing. But, I mean, it was a sweet conversation in the sense of not talking about sugar, but she was very nice. She was trying to be nice. That's all.
Yeah, some people just want somebody to talk to. I ran into a guy like that. He was a Georgia fan. He had a Georgia Bulldogs jersey on the cruise we went on.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this big bar outside of the casino, and I would sit there like in the evening after dinner and have a couple of drinks before I went to the casino. And he was there every night too. And he all he wanted to do was talk. If I was the only one at the bar, there's 20, 30 seats there. He would come sit right next to me because he wanted to talk to me. And he just went on and on about his entire life, and I just sat there and listened.
I got to tell you how bad a friend of mine is. A friend of mine now, he's a long friend, and I haven't talked to him in quite some time. And we've been exchanging conversation back and forth in the past 6 months or so. But, he's back from high school days and knows everybody in my hometown in Georgia, okay, knows everything about them. He called me Sunday at 2, and he was on the phone with me for 3 hours and 1 minute. I couldn't get him off the damn phone, Pete.
Yeah.
He wouldn't allow me to get a breath in to say, oh, well, hey, man, I'm trying to cook dinner here, or, hey, I'm going to burn the asparagus, or, hey, I got to go.
Yeah.
And finally, I made up something. I said, oh, well, I got to go take care of the wife here. She's asking for something. I love him. I mean, I love the guy, but he won't allow you to say anything in between because he's just talking.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. In fact, I'm going to stop talking right now, and I got to go do something myself. So, Pete.
By the way, Pete.
Always a pleasure, my friend.
Yeah. Thank you, Scott, for coming on. Have a good one.
Yes, sir. You too.
The Michigan State game in Düsseldorf. This is near Cologne in Germany. In
I don't even know where that is. Where's Cologne?
Cologne is on the Belgian border.
Is that where the origination of the actual word cologne? Like
Cologne is the town.
Yeah.
Cologne water, 4711. Maybe you heard it. It's a parfum.
Yeah. We call it cologne here.
Yeah.
Like perfume and cologne. Cologne is for men, perfume's for women.
Yeah.
In English.
It's a town that they have. Cologne has 1.4 million people. And Düsseldorf has maybe 800,000. And they said no ticket will cost more than $300.
No ticket for what?
For the game, Michigan State.
Oh, Michigan State. Okay.
Yeah, and it's next year in Germany, and it's perfect for me. I live.
That's interesting.
10
So,
minutes from-
is there no Ireland game next year, or is there just more than one European game? Do you know?
I go to the German game.
I'm asking. Are they still going to do? Are they still going to do the Ireland game?
My ticket thing in, and you have to send a ticket request and send the money to the stadium in Düsseldorf.
All right. I'm asking, are they still doing the Ireland game and they're doing a German game also, or are they replacing the Ireland game with the German game? Do you understand?
I think they do an Ireland game and a
German game. Okay. I got you.
I'm not sure.
All right.
It's a 5 hour. It's 650 kilometers. And it's a 5 hour train ride for $59. Perfect.
That's not bad.
Perfect.
Yeah, $59 ain't bad. Yeah.
Yeah, and the trains are clean. I can eat there.
Yeah, you can eat, you can drink, you can get up and walk around. Trains are a nice way to travel. Really.
In
Just takes
Europe,
longer.
yes, I rode. I was on Amtrak one time from New York to New Orleans. It was to Atlanta. It was terrible.
Oh, really?
It was absolutely terrible. And it was dirty. It was lame. It took hours and hours. The train was maybe, at best, maybe 60 or 80 miles an hour. What
Really?
the heck?
Why so slow?
I don't know why. I mean, our ICE, our high-speed train, rolls with 300 kilometers an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, 250, 300. So, and it took, I think, it was a 12-hour ride or so. It was unbelievable. And in New York, New Orleans is not that far.
Yeah. I guess I don't have anything to compare it to because I've never been on a train outside of the United States, so I don't know what to compare it to. You know.
Yeah.
But
the best trains are in China, in Japan, and in France. TGV, the Shinkansen, and the Chinese new high-speed trains. They are the best. And after that, it's direct Germany. And we have a high-speed net. You can go to any place with the high-speed train to maybe 50 miles. Like you live in the darkest place in Germany. At least one high-speed train station is around 50 miles of this place. And that's good. That's really good. I mean, the USA is a little bit larger than Germany.
yeah.
You know? But I mean, you should have such a system. But I don't know. It's a mentality in the US. Nobody takes the train. Everyone want to drive. These people driving from Florida to Louisiana.
Oh yeah. That's totally normal
hours.
here.
That's nuts. It's nuts.
Yeah, people drive 30 hours. I mean,
it's nuts.
Hoghead bought tickets to Tennessee and Alabama and Tuscaloosa. Oh, congratulations! That ought to be cool.
I mean, if you go, you are a Clemson fan. If you play South Carolina in Columbus, okay, you can go by car. It's a 2-hour ride or whatever.
It's not even.
Hours.
It's like an hour and a half, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So, or if Bama plays in Starkville, you can do that. But if Mississippi State plays Florida in Gainesville in the swamp, it's a full day of highway, of interstate. It's a full day. I never would do this. Never. First of all, the gasoline is expensive as hell. Take a flight or take a train.
Yeah.
It's better.
Sven, I'm gonna let you go, buddy. I'm gonna shut down a little bit early today because I got something I gotta go handle this afternoon. But thank you for coming on. And when do you leave? When do you leave to go to Ireland? Tomorrow?
Tomorrow, 5 p.m. and 2 minutes.
Awesome. Well, have fun, and look forward to hearing about it when you get back.
I will. Yeah.
All right. Safe travels, buddy.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good one.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. I do have some bad news, I think, unfortunately. I was supposed to start back doing the live call-in show tonight. I still might be able to, but I'm not 100% sure. So I might not be able to revive the college football call-in show until next Wednesday. It's a long story, but anyway, if I am able to do it tonight, I will. But I'm just not 100% sure that I will be able to, unfortunately. So, but yeah, that's it. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, everybody.